The background music is attacking me. It's insulting my personality and my way of life. Hello, everybody. How is it going? It's me, Doity. I'm back again, baby. We made it to Wednesday. I'm not insane. You're insane. I'm not insane. You're insane. I'm not. Okay, I should stop doing that now. Guys, how do you like my sweet jacket? It's pretty sweet, I would say. I'm so good at this. I'm existing. I'm existing, guys. Fun fact. My cough still won't go away. Also, fun fact, we finished the Nuzlocke yesterday, and I don't feel like jumping straight into Arceus after that, because I feel like it's a lot of Pokemon back to back to back to back to back if I do that. So I was looking around and I was like, what else do we do for the rest of this week? Guys, Mario Kart World just had a 1.3 update, which changed some stuff with online and rebalanced some items. So I guess we'll be playing a little bit of that today, but I have no clue what to do tomorrow, the day after. I saw there was a new one of those like little messed up, I don't know what to call them, the Ragey type games. But it's a little too expensive for my liking, so I didn't want to pay for it. Yes. 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 I'm crazy. I might not be crazy. Listen. Listen. I don't know. I don't know. What is happening in the world? Oh, okay. Hi, Clefkey. You just got out of school? Congratulations. Hopefully it didn't go too badly. I'm just trying to get over the fact that I'm coughing and trying to drink a lot of water to stop myself from coughing, and I have no clue what to do today. But, can I complain about something real quick? School sucks. I'll take it. I'll go back. Somebody send me back. Somebody send me back. I don't know. I don't know. I had no problems with school. School had problems with me, but I didn't have problems with school. That is all. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna complain about something real quick that I just remembered. Yeah, I don't have the money to go back to school right now. Stupid money. Guys, our washing machine broke the other day. Or not washing machine, our dishwasher broke the other day. Washing machine was a while ago. Or no, that was the dryer. That was the dryer that broke a while ago. Okay, so we have the greatest luck with appliances. Okay, so like, I think it was like a month and a half ago now, our dryer broke. So we couldn't dry things in the dryer because it wasn't drying. So what we had to do was we ordered a couple parts online. We diagnosed the problem, ordered a couple parts online, had to wait a couple days for them to come in. And then we learned that the company that made our dryer designed the thing in the worst possible way for general repairs. So like, usually a dryer has like a thermal regulator or like a thermal fuse in order to make sure it doesn't get too hot, and if that goes, then if that trips, then you can't use it. And if you get like a buildup of lint or something in your dryer, or if the dryer's old enough, that just breaks and it has to be replaced. And our dryer is pretty old. So ordered it, expecting it to be like, I don't know, 15 minutes. You unscrew the back, You find it, you take it out, you replace it, and then you test to make sure that it's working. And that was literally what we were expecting. No, the company that made our dryer decided that in order to get to the most frequently broken part of the dryer that has to be readily replaced, you have to unscrew the top, disconnect the control panel, remove the entire back end from it, get the entire drum and front panel off so that you could get to a simple fuse that they put at the bottom of the thing underneath literally everything else. What we thought was going to be 10 to 15 minutes ended up taking like an hour plus, because there's small children in the house that you got to keep away and also make sure they're like healthy and not dying. But it's like, why would you design the product in such a way as to make it virtually a nightmare, an entire project to fix? And the worst part of it wasn't like replace the fuse, that was its own issue. It was getting everything back together and then plugging in a singular wire. Hi Annie, welcome. Congratulations, the big first. It was getting everything back together and then realizing that we missed plugging in a singular wire for the control panel, and then having to take the entire thing apart again in order to plug the second. And all of it could be avoided if you just made the back open and the fuse along the back side instead of under everything. Why? Needless to say, I hate them and I hate Samsung for, did you think the wire was decorative? No, so, ow. It plugged into a really weird spot of the dryer, like, overall. Like, all of the other wires plugged into, like, the control panel or somewhere near the top. But no, one wire ran across the top of the drum over to the left-hand side underneath everything else. And we took the dryer apart on one day, and then we ordered the parts, and they came in, like, 2 or 3 days later. So by the time we went to plug everything back in, we had a picture of like where everything plugged in on the top. But because that wire didn't go anywhere near there, we just forgot about it. Also, thanks for the shell, Jackson. It was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. And overall, we took it apart multiple times to plug wires in and replace it. The dryer works now, guys. But that's not the point. The washing machine is broken right now. And not the washing machine. I keep saying the washing machine. It's the machine that washes dishes. And I don't know why I keep calling it the washing machine. Maybe it's because it's the machine that washes dishes. And we have a machine that washes clothes and a machine that washes dishes. And they're two completely separately called... But we don't call the clothes washer the clothes washer. Why do we call the dishwasher the dishwasher? It's just a machine that washes. Yeah, that's broken. Our dishwasher's broken. It broke, I don't know, like a week or so ago. And I'm learning that, so we have 2 different types of glasses in the house. One is like more like circular, and then from the base to the top, it sort of expands slightly. And those aren't very hard to wash, because I could reach my hands in them and I can actually like get into them to like scrub them from the inside. But we have some that like bowl outward and then upward, and I don't know if I could find a representation of this, but like the top, wow, this thing's dying on me, isn't it? Weird, my tracker's like arguing with me. Whatever. It like bowls outwards then upwards, and my like if I try to wash those by putting my hand in them to scrub them, my hands get stuck in the top, and then I just can't reach the bottom of them. Listen, my hands are too big to wash specific glasses, which is why I'm vetoing the existence of them. They shouldn't exist if my hands can't reach the bottom of them. That's all. That's all. But yeah, no, the dishwasher is completely busted. They sell a stick with brushes for those glasses, but I don't want to buy a stick with a brush. I just learned this problem today, by the way. Like an hour and a half ago, I was washing the dishes, and we usually don't use those glasses, but I used one for chocolate milk earlier because I have chocolate milk, and I will fight you over this. Chocolate milk is good. But I used one, and then I quickly realized why we do not use those glasses right now. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. Speaking of things being too big for other thing to fit into other things, I can't see where that's going. Just get one of the Detroit Androids. I don't have one, sadly. Our house didn't come with a Detroit Android, and I heard they were trying to become human. Speaking of the worst segue to ever leave my mouth, funny enough, that reminded me of when I was like 7 or 8. Guys, I'm in America, so one of the few things, and I'm from the middle of nowhere, America, so one of the few things that I did when I was young is I joined American football, baby. I played Pee Wee football for a while. I didn't play it as I got older. I was always the smallest person, and then by the time I got to be an average height, not really the sport that I was interested in playing. But when I first started playing Pee Wee football, they give you like the pads and the uniform and the helmet and everything. And when we got there and we were doing the whole helmet thing, my head did not fit in the helmet. I was the only person in the entire team that had to steal a helmet from like the next age group up so that I could wear it. And that's fun. How many skull fractures? None from American football. I got a few micro concussions from playing soccer, and then a few major concussions from falling off of stuff, like a tree that one time that I told that story in Jump King in. But American football, I was the tiny person, and I was also the vicious person. You know how they say, like, you gotta beware of the short girls specifically, because they will violently rip you apart, or whatever that is. I was the short guy, and I would tackle and attack anyone because I could. How many times did you get hit in baseball? I only played baseball for 1 year. Baseball was probably the sport that I was the best at, but trying to think of how many times I got hit in actual games and not practice. Not many. I was always afraid of getting hit. Like too afraid of getting hit. But I can't recall ever actually getting hit. It might have happened once or twice. Yeah, I can't think of any. But yeah, no, baseball was probably the sport that I was the best at actually playing. Because, like, my problems with soccer is I do not have long-form endurance, but I can sprint for short bursts fairly easily. So, yeah. How did we get here? Oh yeah, my head was too big for a football helmet. I don't know. Anybody here play any sports? Well, can't wait to watch Doity on my main browser. Again, Doity doesn't. This is second screen content. At best, maybe third monitor content. What do you do? You can't put this on the main. You can't put this on the main monitor. It'll break the system. It'll break the code. We can't do it. We can't do it. Also, your mic sounds different. I don't know. I'm not hearing myself right now. I might have left something on that I shouldn't have. I don't know. I'll listen to myself real quick. Sounds worst in your opinion? How dare you? You might... No, we're not going on the TV. We're not going on the thing. Vaping does not count as a sport, no. Hey, Nox, quick question. Does that sound better, or does this sound any better? I really want to know. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this microphone sound? Number 2 sounds worse. Got it. Needed to check, just to make sure, you know? Really needed to check. Ow, your ears. You sound like the Fallout narrator. No, I don't. I don't even know what the Fallout narrator sounds like. Please don't put Doty on the big screen TV. Doty on the big screen TV is even scarier. Even scarier than the main monitor. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine, guys? You go into like a doctor's office and instead of having Fox News, they have Doty. That's right. We're radicalizing the patients towards what? Daisy. It's got to be Daisy. My monitor eats my TV. You're not building confidence here. I can't have this on my self-esteem. I can't have this on my self-esteem. TVs are so old-fashioned. I don't believe it. Everybody needs a good TV. How else are you supposed to watch Doty, apparently? So says the world. What happened while I was gone? We talked about my head being too big to fit in a football helmet when I was younger, and then people started saying, oh, I go on their TV, and I was like, no, I can't go on your TV. I'm like second monitor thing ever. And then Nox was like, oh, your mic sounds worse than it did before. Then I was like, does this sound worse than that? And he was like, I don't know. Does it? And I think that's most of it. Oh, and there was a stick with a brush on it to clean the dishes that my hands get stuck in. That is what we're learning. Anybody else? Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. Well, oh? Yeah, I have a memory. It might not be good, but I have one. I can definitely assume that I at least know what I'm talking about when it comes to stuff I just said. But I don't actually know. Guys! The internet's fighting again. No, so I was stumbling through the internet, and there's something here that I sort of want to ask you guys what your thoughts are, because I don't know how I feel about this. But somebody, VTuber, I know, crazy. It's central to the story, guys. They were a VTuber. They are a VTuber. And they are looking to sell their old design, including models, emotes, a bunch of other things for more money than I have, honestly. But it was a design and a thing that they used for, I think, at least 2 years. And they're completely switching to another one with a new design. Now, here's the question. Do you think that it is, I don't know, not okay, but a good idea to buy somebody else's model to use as your own, considering it's basically got a life and a following all of its own from previous, you know, person? I guess that's the question. Because people not Probably not. People will expect you to act like the previous owner. Possibly. Like in this case, you don't. It's not like you get all the stuff, but you don't get to keep the name or anything. You're a new person. People that you suddenly change, almost like buying a YouTube channel. You can do that. I found a site that sells YouTube channels a couple months back. It was sketchy, really sketchy. It's really funny. Good way to get people mad that you suddenly changed. You weren't, I want to be specific, you were not buying like the Twitch or the YouTube account. You were just buying the model. Which means you would suddenly that character would not appear on their model, but would appear suddenly like somewhere else. That I feel like that is something that I should note about that. And to me, yeah, that there are some issues in my head where I'm just like, yeah, probably wouldn't want to do that myself. Appear on YouTube or Twitch with a different name. Yeah, like you're using somebody else's. I think so. Actually, fun fact. I later saw a another person talking about this, where they had bought a model from somebody and then they were getting complaints from some random people that they were using the same model as the previous person and blah 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 blah. And Nox, we're talking about something slightly different than like using, like there are models that are made for people, like multiple people to use. We're talking about a custom model in this case, which is literally everything is made for that one person and basically nobody else can have that. Nobody else can use that exact model. They have the rights to it, everything like that. So nobody else can do that. They're selling the rights to one person, and they typically have a license that comes with it that says that nobody else can do that. But do you feel if somebody bought your old model and then started aggressive crypto gambling? Oh my goodness, that would be the worst. That would be. Could you imagine what the artists would be feeling? Like they did work for this one person, and this one person decided to sell it off to another person who's doing crypto gambling. Oh my goodness, that would. Oh, that would be like. What is the opposite of good publicity? That would be so bad. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's crazy on you. But yeah, most of the people that I met that have the same models or similar models just use customizable models. So it's not really an issue. By the way, I think it's a terrible idea for everyone involved. Oh no. I don't see the issue. There's always an... Nox, how would you feel if somebody stole your face? And they just stole your face and started streaming with it. No, they're selling the themes and like the artworks and stuff with it. Like, I don't think... For most VTubers, Nox, fun fact. For most VTubers, when you get a model, you also get... starting soon screen overlays and such to match your model. So that's all just sort of in there, at least for the higher end. Like the people actually making money for this, people are stupid, people get confused with things, and people get confused and things get ugly. True, that VTuber is the current VA and now got recasted. Okay, AI Chan, dude, didn't AI Chan get like recast like 3 times and everybody stopped watching them because you don't do that? There's a couple like VTuber groups that will do that, but meh. I said meh. I'm trying my best not to cough on the stream. So how big is a VTuber? Nox, the model that I'm talking about is over 5, like it's in the low 5 figures. So the creators are somewhat The creator selling is somewhat known. VTuber body snatching is just a problem we don't need. Listen, there are so many problems we don't need, but we had them. Like, for example, my eyes. My eyes are a problem we don't need. Actually, the problem that I don't need is... Fun fact, guys. I don't know if anybody noticed or cared. I spent a good deal of today just making content, which is weird because I don't do that. And by making content, I mean, I went through the VOD channel and I uploaded and properly put up more than 30 videos today. And I still have another like 20 to go. Like, oh my goodness, my backlog of just getting stuff onto the VOD channel is horrific. And I've fallen so far behind on that. So my plan over the next few days is to try to get the VOD channel back up to where it is. And I'm also, you guys might notice I'm doing a just chatting section at the beginning of this stream. I'm also looking to upload different VODs for like just chatting versus the game so that they aren't in the same VOD, so that if anybody doesn't want to hear me talking about how my dishwasher washing machine dishman clothes thing broke, they don't need to do that. They just don't. Cool. On top of that, we finished the Emerald Nuzlocke yesterday, which means, and I don't want to jump into Arceus immediately today because I feel like we're getting Pokemon overloaded, especially with the fact that we have another Pokemon game coming out next month. In like, what, 2-3 weeks? 3 weeks? Yeah, 3 weeks. So, yeah. Silent Hill F is looking good. I saw somebody modded it to get rid of the fog, and it was really funny. It just looked like a generic game without the fog. Not really my type of game at all. I don't do too much horror, but we'll see. We'll see. I probably won't play Silent Hill. Not really what I do at all. Maybe you can convince Nox to start streaming again to stream it. He won't, but you can convince him. I saw you got the Silk Song badge. Silk Song badge. I think they're doing a peak thing right now for a peak. Is it a peak emote or a peak badge? If you stream it together for like in like the next few days or something. I literally don't know. I literally don't know what I was talking about anymore. Remember when I talked about memory and how I had it? I don't have it. Oh, horror games. Yeah, no, horror games still aren't really what I do at all. It's a sad time. Sad time, sad life. Guys, I'm coughing up a lung. Pretty soon both of my lungs will be gone, and then what will we do? I don't know. I don't know. I literally have nothing else to talk about, and because of that, my brain doesn't work. We'll have your VODs to remember you by. Not if I don't get the last ones uploaded. Oh wait, don't you? No, I don't think you have access to mod my VOD channel specifically. So yeah, no, not if I don't get my VODs uploaded. Although I did sort my Nuzlocke stuff into its own folder, so now it will sit on my backup hard drive for the next 5 years until I'm ready to make a video from it. Yay! Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at videos. Oh my goodness. Dude, I've been working on a Jump King video for like months. And I'm not even started yet. Guys, how do you not procrastinate? How do you not procrastinate whatever it is you're doing? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, I sit down to do work, and then I'm like, ooh, look, a video. Ooh. I sat down today, and I was like, oh, wait, Jetlag put up another video today. Their new season starts today. I watched 7 minutes of it and then stopped myself and was like, just like, what am I doing? I need to edit. I need to edit. I need to do that thing. All you do is procrastinate. I wish I didn't procrastinate. Oh my goodness. You know what they say about procrastination? It makes things harder to do. Yes, that's what I said. Guys, I am hilarious and you will quote everything I say. No, you won't. Also, no, I'm not. Apparently, I'm becoming main monitor content though, which is scary in and of itself. Guys, I need to write a tweet. What should we tweet about? What should we write in a tweet? Completely off the wall. We just need one. I didn't post one today. We need to do something. I also didn't do a go live. Oh, and if anybody uses OBS and you use plugins, do not update it for a few days. I don't know why people do, but they do, which makes it a mess. I don't know. I'm just singing. But yeah, no, I'm so bad at social medias though. Like, I'm just like, what do I ever do? All I do is I see something and then I respond to it. But I respond to it in the dumbest way with my overly factualized statements that don't add anything to conversations. Really? I don't know. I'm just not good at it. I'm the same way on everything. Everything that I do, I'm just like, I'm the actually guy. Like, actually, me. I will actually you. I finally got home. Congratulations. Home is where the hearth is. Yes, probably. Oh man, I got home today. I drove to... Listen, guys, I had to drive to pick somebody up from work and then drive back. According to Google, it's like an 8-minute drive in either direction. According to Red Lights, it was a 20-minute drive in either direction. I hate red lights. That is all. Please fix. Please get rid of red lights. I want to see everybody coming to an accident at every intersection, which is not hard to do. It just sounds like American driving at this point. But, you know, whatever. They can figure it out. I'm sure. Dude, I hate red lights. The worst part about moving from the middle of nowhere to moving to, like, an actual city is traffic. It's just traffic. Like, I grew up out in the yeah, you got the same one. I don't know how to fix that. I grew up out in the middle of nowhere. There were stoplights. I think within, I'm trying to think, within a 20-minute drive in any direction, there was one red light. One traffic light. Everything else... No, there was a second traffic light, but it wasn't a 3 light. It was a blinking red light. Yeah, it was a blinking red light. So within the area, there was one regular 3 light traffic light that controlled the main intersection for the town. Like the closest town. And then the same town had a downhill road that came down almost parallel to the other road and then had a sharp turn, and you had trouble seeing around it. So it had a blinking red light, because apparently that was the solution. And And it turns out blinking red lights can mean different things in different states, so that is the worst light to use. So says me. So says me. And if we want to get on traffic, what's up with the Michigan left, guys? What's up with the Michigan left? Anybody here know what the Michigan left is? You can fill me in, because I brought it up right now, but I brought it up sort of like you bring up airline food. Like everybody's like, what's the deal with airline food? And I'm just like, I don't know. I've never eaten airline food. I've been on flights before. I've never eaten airline food. The rumors, their reputation precedes it. So why would I? Why would I? I have. It was okay. I don't know if that's the best review of food. It was okay. Would you go back to that restaurant? How was the steak? It was okay. Not going back. It was passable. It was edible. You guys are looking at my model. I'm looking at the tracker's representation of my face, and when I went from here to here, my neck broke on the screen. I was just like, what am I looking at? What am I don't think I could do it again because I think it was a bug. I think it was a bug. Here, maybe if I do this. Like, this is what I made it bigger so that you guys could see it. This is what I'm looking at when I'm talking to you, and I just went from here to like, and my neck was like hanging off the side, and it won't do it again. It was a one-off, guys. It was very silly. And I brought it up to you so that you'd understand what I was talking about. But, you know, in no way will it happen again. No one boards a plane because they're feeling peckish. That sounds fun, though. That sounds fun. Guys, new restaurant idea. New restaurant idea. We put on a double-decker plane. You make your reservations. We go up. We do circles for 2 hours. We dodge turbulence, come back down, and everybody's eating their food. The FAA will have no problems with this. None at all. There are no issues with this plan. None regarding turbulence or safety in case of crashes or anything. I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to planes, the main reason that I probably wouldn't want to fly one is because every time that I've seen anybody, like I've seen a plane crash video or I've seen people discuss anything with them, everybody argues like, no, I should be able to take my luggage off in the case of an accident. And I'm just like, so if you don't know, when you get into a plane crash and you're on the ground, you're supposed to get up and leave the plane as quickly as possible. And everybody's just like, but what if I want my stuff? I don't know how to tell you this. You're an evil person. You're an evil and selfish person. If the only person in the world that you can think about in the event of a plane crash is you might need to be locked up. That is all. But no, seriously. Thanks. I was big, so I needed to be bald. I get it. But seriously, what I do is when I'm traveling, if I have anything important, I have these things called pockets. I know. Foreign concept, especially to some women's clothing designers. Pockets allow me to keep things like my passport in them. On some pants, I even have extra pockets where I can keep things like medications, if they are so required. Anything that I need in the case of a crash will already be on my person. my wallet, my phone, my passport, my medications, all on my person. I even usually wear a jacket with like zippers on them so that I can put more stuff in my pockets, but that's a me thing. I hate to tell you this. In the case of a plane crash, the planes are designed so everybody can get off the plane in 90 seconds maximum. If you spend 15 seconds trying to get your stuff from the overhead, you're blocking everybody else. If other people are taking 15 seconds, it doesn't take long to realize that 90 seconds isn't just unobtainable, you've just killed 10 to 15 people. It's a you problem. It really is. It really is. I don't know if you guys know how fast a fire can spread in an airplane. 90 seconds sometimes is too long. In reality, you're supposed to be able to try to get out in under 60 seconds, but airlines don't like that. Hi, Neon. How you doing? I'm complaining about people who try to get their luggage in the case of a plane crash, and the reason that I don't ever want to fly with Americans. It's not a classic Charlie problem. It's not a classic Charlie problem. In a Charlie problem, one person dies or like 3 people die. In this situation, you get off the plane and everyone's fine, or you wait and you may accidentally kill like 10 to 15 people. There's no Charlie problem. Just leave. Then people are like, but medications. Fun fact. The FAA and the government have worked together to get people their medications in the place of, in the case of plane crashes before. Literally on September 11th, 2001, we grounded like 50, no, I think it was 38 airplanes in it's a small town in Canada. I can't remember the name of it right now. We grounded them. Small town, like 5,000 people or something, and it was like a couple thousand people, and then the town literally doubled in size. You know what they did? They used the pharmacy there, and they spread medications to everyone to make sure they had their medications, and then they brought more in over the next couple of days to make sure everybody had their medications free of charge. In these cases, this stuff is handled. It's almost like there's a book for this, like a plan for all of this stuff that happens. But people are like, but my passport. Fun fact: in the case of a plane crash, first of all, they have a manifest. That's checked. They already know where you're coming to, coming from. Second thing, passports are replaceable. You can have them replaced at any point in time. It'll make things a little bit more of a problem, but you just call the embassy whenever you can. People have phones that aren't just you. And you go, hey, I was on a plane crash. Can we handle this? Like, how do I do this? And there are temporary passports that they give to allow you to travel until you can get your official passport. And it's really not that hard, guys. Really not that hard. But yes, stuff can be replaced. People can't. How you doing, Neon? We were just sort of ranting. Fun time to come in. We talked a little bit about, first of all, my dryer broke and the problems that I have with that company. And then my dishwasher broke, and I keep calling that a washing machine. It's a machine that washes. And my hands don't fit in some of the glasses to clean them, which brought us to a story about my head not fitting into my football helmet when I was younger, which brought us to head injuries, which I've had plenty of. But you were doing really well on that page. I don't know. My hair's back. Yes. How dare you? Just vibing, trying to put off too. Oh, we talked about procrastination too. Like, I keep procrastinating everything that I'm supposed to do. I've never had a dishwasher. If you've never owned a machine that washes your dishes, does that make you the dishwasher? I ask because I'm now a dishwasher. But yeah, no, we talked a little bit about procrastination and how I spent a good portion of my day not actually editing anything or doing anything and not understanding how social media works still. I don't have a Twitter post. I don't have a Blue Sky post, guys. You guys can fix that. And how we're trying a new thing today where your delay is gone. Congratulations on your delay being gone. Did you murder it or did it just naturally disappear? I don't know. Where I'm trying a new thing where for the first hour, instead of just jumping straight into games, I'm going to try to do just chatting for the first hour. Today, I'm going to be playing Mario Kart World because the 1.3.0 update came out and they changed some stuff with it. Friends can now join for Knockout Tour. I don't have any friends. That's the key takeaway there. Oh man. Oh, good job, me. Good job. You're really proving your worth here with your magnificent call and your sultry smile and your inability to do things like not have ears. Ah! I don't know what I'm guys. I had enough talking points for the first 10 minutes of this stream. Arguably. What the heck? How do people do this for hours on end? How do you just ramble about nothing for hours on end? Be like, guys, what's your favorite flavor of pie? And no, not the mathematical number. I'm stopping that before it becomes a thing. Gotta stop it. What's your favorite flavor of pie? I have two. It's a toss. Annie. Bad. Why? Pecan pie. I have never had pecan pie in my life. Neon. Whoa! Okay, we're good. We're all great. Nothing bad is happening here. We're all having fun. Absolutely no numbers can hurt us. Absolutely nothing bad can happen. Nothing is going to bring me down. Nothing bad will happen for me forgetting to switch this. I gotta very quickly do some things, otherwise my very long joke isn't working. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I have a really long, terrible joke because of you pie people. Also, pumpkin I'm okay with. It's not the best. Why am I getting Pikmin thrown at me? So my two, cherry or apple, are pretty good too. My two are cherry pie is like my favorite traditional pie, but I also have a chocolate pie that I eat. That's also good-ish. I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying too hard to do things right now, guys. Pikmin pie! No! Pikmin pie! Display? And, how does audio work on this? If I do... I literally don't know how I'm set up. If I do this, and then I press this... College Humor 10 years ago, man, guys. I don't understand it. This is why we can't have nice things, guys. I say no pie, and then you guys are like, we're gonna talk about pie. So I'm gonna, this is 14 minutes long, guys. This is a 14-minute long cover of cherry pie. I don't understand. I don't understand. It exists. I'll link that in chat. Sure, why not? This reminds me of my younger days. Ah, a big Warrant fan, I see. A big Warrant fan, I see. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, this is why we can't have nice things, guys. We specifically say no pie. But yeah, no, cherry pie is definitely my favorite, like, traditional pie. And then chocolate. Yeah, don't eat the Pikmin, please. We try to crush people who eat the Pikmin. I need to do a Pikmin challenge in the future. Big math groupie. Ah, I see. You're a fan of Mathcore. I'm just not gonna explain that. If you get it, you get it. Oh, man. Ah! Ah! Why? Why am I being pelted? Why am I being pelted? Hold on, I just saw, like, the greatest animated emote ever. And I'm gonna see if I can steal it. You said you wanted a Pikmin? Maybe. Right now, I'm looking to see if I can steal an animated emote. Nah, it's $111. I can't afford that. Guys, I can't afford to get my... animated emotes done because they're $120 a piece. That's very sad. This is where I announced that we are saving money. We will be raising money for an animated emote that I'm not going to tell you guys about beforehand. And none of you will use it anyway. Anytime that I find an emote that I want to have, it's always for me. It's always for me. I don't know if anybody else ever appreciates the stupidity that I find funny. Ah, yes, me and my mustache. Hold on, I gotta... There we go. We better match the mustache now, you know? We gotta better match it. Okay, guys, so what we're gonna be doing is we'll end the just chatting in like 5 minutes. If anybody has anything they want to talk about real quick, let me know. We'll discuss a little bit, and then we'll go on break for ads and for me to get a new water bottle because this one's almost empty because what is just chatting. And then after that, we will be jumping into Mario Kart World and looking at the new update with its 1.3 existence. Should, in theory, be more 3-lap races online, although I doubt it. And knockout tours and stuff. It's been a little while since we played it, so might as well. Might as well. Man, people are expensive, guys. Emotes are expensive. How dare they be completely reasonable in pricing? Dare they? I don't want reasonable. I want emotes. Fun fact. Fun fact, guys. I complain about everything being too expensive for me because I can't afford it, and then I yell at people for pricing their stuff too low. I do both. I am both sides of the spectrum, and you will deal with it. I will. Guys, if it takes you more than an hour to do your art piece for me, you better be charging at least $40. Even if it doesn't take you more than an hour. I don't want to see a random $5 emote ever again. I don't want to see one. Why you people do this? Sorry, I'm coughing a lot. Still coughing a lot. Ugh. Anybody have any fun? Anybody have any fun today? That's a great sentence. We'll just leave it like that. I could fix it. I'm not going to. I'm really not going to. Anybody have fun today? Anybody do anything interesting? I didn't do it. Nothing. I didn't do nothing. Actually, the only real thing that I did is I changed my sleep schedule a little bit this week. So traditionally I was waking up at 5 in the morning. And this week I started waking up at 6:30, 6:45 in the morning. And nothing has changed. I'm sorry, Annie. I'm sorry you felt blah all week. I don't know if that came through. It's a great way. I exist. That is all I will say to that. I don't know. Guys, happy 1 hour of stream. I'm gonna start ads, we're gonna go on break, and when we come back, we'll be doing Mario Kart. Okay? Okay. Nice talking to you all. I have no clue what I'm doing in these just chatting sections, and they still make me way more nervous than I should be. But hopefully exposure therapy, you know? If we just keep exploding, then everything will be fine. Welcome to the Church of Daisy, everyone. We're going on a quick break.